tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Dukes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this...
Oh, look out! There he goes! He's at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Offense getting set for first down. Going with the ground game left. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on 3rd and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on 3rd and long.
Hits him in stride at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, James Madison. The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Bears are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Bears have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw. It's Flanagan. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This offense has a 2nd down play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Unloads to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Got the first down and more. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, jet sweep pass. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Now the pitch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Using his feet to buy time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Dukes will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. To throw, it's Flanagan. They're bringing heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He'll pitch it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program. Inside.
Oh, the ball's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
The Bears pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Baylor!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good...
And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys. And that's exactly what that QB did on that angle.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to the air one more time. Going for it all. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Quickly complete. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Plenty of time as he fires it to the right.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
To the air on first down. He's going to run it. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's hands.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Trying to get to him. He's got him wide open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Baylor! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, James Madison, 28.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Makes the catch. It's Latu. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. 2nd and 10 here. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st. Running toward the tape. The tag. Touchdown, James Madison. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the defense was trying to figure out all the options and try to get everything stopped. And the quarterback said, you better stop me first. He takes the football, takes it to the house. How about this QB making magic happen with his feet?
Getting set for the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. They're trying to get to it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. A lot of urgency for this offense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Bears get the first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Buying some time. He'll let one go down the right side. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Soft spot in the middle.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Give to the running back.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Dukes have this offense rolling. Now they'll run the draw. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dukes! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
He'll toss it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he's got it! Touchdown, James Madison! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.